Alright, camera is still, E3 is here, which unfortunately means I still have to edit videos. Thankfully, I'm gonna be switching over to the camera for this one, so yay. So, anyway, E3 2018 has started, and EA has done their press conference. I'm sure there probably is someone else who did a press conference today. I'm not entirely sure on that. Future me, if you could look that up. If not, then whatever. But I'm just doing EA for this video, plus, of course, my plans for E3. And I pretty much have a bunch of shit written down. I apologize if I skim over some stuff. There was a bit to cover, so I kind of just want to move as fast as I can. I only have 6 minutes here. This won't be very long in general, so... the first thing they showed off was Battlefield 5, and I gotta say, that is a really impressive jump that we went from Battlefield 1 to Battlefield 5. I mean, Jesus Christ, that is a hell of a jump. Joking aside, it's essentially their World War II game, which is fine, whatever. We have sports, and I'm just going to cover every sports game right now. FIFA 2019, there's apparently going to be a Champions League. Alright, other games have been doing it. Talking Heads, which essentially equates to people won't shut up. FIFA 18 has a free trial right now, I believe. I'm not sure how long it will be for, if it's just for today or if it's just for something else. I'm not sure. All I know is apparently you can download it for free, which is actually pretty neat. Maybe EA should actually do more of that so they actually are liked amongst gamers. Also, Madden 2019 is happening. I'll talk about the rest of the conference later on. Let me just get through the games. There is NBA 2019, pretty much all the sports for 2019, and some stuff from the 2018 games. So nothing really huge there. There was a phone game called Command and Conquer Rivals, which, can I just say, don't show phone games in the middle of E3, please. Just don't, please. Or have a little section at the beginning about that stuff, and then just gloss over it. They didn't have to spend time on a phone game. And I have nothing against phone games, alright? I play phone games. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. But at the same time, is there really any reason to have it in the middle of a press conference? I don't think so. Sorry, but whatever. And now for the interesting shit. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I love this. EA said that they didn't get it quite right in their press conference, and they were pretty much lying through their thick teeth. They said they were upgrading the progression system, which they said they were going to do. Why have it in the announcement? They are also adding content that was in the first two Star Wars Battlefront games. No, not the EA ones. I mean the ones on the PS2. You know, the Clone Wars stuff? You know, the stuff people have been asking for since, what, Battlefront 1? Yeah, they're adding that now, and that's a selling point. Fuck off, EA. There's Respawn, which I found... I found hilarious. Respawn was a company that's working on a new Jedi game called Jedi Fallen Order, and they're very secretive about it, but apparently it's coming out in holiday 2019, and, yeah, let me let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. I'm gonna put on the camera for this one. Since it's called Jedi Fallen Order, I'm going to assume it takes place in between Episode 3 and 4 for Order 66. Because the Jedi fell during Order 66. Like, seriously, they tried to keep it, like, all secret and shit, and no one... Am I the only one who got that? I hope I'm not the only one who got that. Because that is just... Why keep it from us? Whatever. But apparently it's a Jedi game. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Respawn's working on it. I love how no one cheered for this part of E3 right here.
We're excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah!
I found that absolutely hilarious. And, now you can also stream your games on the cloud, called Origin Access. I'm not sure if EA owns that service or not. I'm going to assume no, since I did see Batman Arkham on there. But yeah, you can stream a lot of EA games on the cloud. Not really too surprised, and whatever. And they also have a couple of indie games. Unravel is getting a sequel, which actually did look pretty interesting. I'll give it that. Unravel was one of the few EA games that was pretty interesting, and Unravel seems to be getting a sequel. A lot of people seem to enjoy that, and I'm happy for them. There's also Sea of Solitude, which is a game that was made by the people who made A Way Out, which I'm gonna be honest, I forgot about. But apparently, the team is getting an expanded lineup. Not in terms of games, like in terms of like they're moving up in the world. They're essentially being promoted, which is good for them. And they're making Sea of Solitude. It's a rather interesting game. I really enjoy the art style. It's essentially about a girl who goes insane from her solitude in a world that's pretty much destroyed and covered in the ocean, like Wind Waker, only more depressing. And she becomes a monster, and it's kind of interesting. I'm probably not going to get it, but I'm sure people who liked A Way Out will enjoy this. And I'm happy to see the people who are genuinely talented get a promotion, And then there's Anthem, which is being made by BioWare, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a minute. So that's pretty much everything they showed off. Anyway, so the EA conference overall was... it was standard. I appreciate that it was shorter, as it was last year. But at the same time, honestly, they didn't really have it. At this conference, if you skip it, you're not missing anything. I'm sure half of this shit is going to be in the other conferences. In fact, EA even said for, I believe it was Battlefield 5, that some of the shit they're going to talk about will be in the Microsoft conference tomorrow, actually. And by tomorrow, by the time of this recording, I mean today. The conference was just kind of a waste of time, honestly. They didn't show a whole lot of stuff, to be honest. Nothing major. Really, the biggest things besides sports were Battlefield, Unravel 2, Sea of Solitude, Star Wars, kinda, and Anthem, and that's about it. By the way, just some notes I also took on the conference that didn't have anything to do with games. Oh my god, Anthem was so annoying. Like, it wasn't because the game footage was bad. The game footage was fine. It wasn't anything remarkable, but, that's, the game itself looked fine. They went on and on about questions and shit that could be, honestly, it was just a waste of time. I honestly don't understand why they had to ask questions. There was this female announcer, which is fine. She was trying so hard to be hip and cool and funny, and it just wasn't working. She didn't even have that so bad it's good record like Aisha Tyler for Ubisoft did. So she was kind of annoying. I love how, when I played with the clip that I showed you for, Respawn when they were being interviewed for their Jedi Fallen Order game. I love how no one cheered. They were just, like, so embarrassed to have her near them. They were just like, That was honestly the perfect response to it, honestly. It was just hilarious. And I love how EA was lying through their thick teeth when they claimed that Anthem wouldn't have any microtransactions. Like, I know that was someone from BioWare, and I know you could say, oh, well, they're honest, but you have to remember that BioWare is kind of being paid to make the game look good. They kind of work for EA, so if they want to keep their jobs, of course they have to do it. So, I'm sure they really don't want microtransactions. I'm sure BioWare really doesn't want to do that, but EA... they say that, but they said the same thing for Battlefront 2 too, so I'm not really holding my breath on that. I love how Battlefront 2, they also said that they made a few mistakes. Yeah, a few mistakes. That's,
EA, I hate to break it to you, but you made more than a few mistakes. You made a lot of mistakes.
There was also a lot of nervousness in a few of the people who were upstage, particularly the people who said Sea of Solitude, the woman who was talking about Sea of Solitude, which does look good. She was very nervous at first. She stuttered a lot. She did get better, though, I will say. She did get a lot better, but she still stuttered a bit. Then there was Unravel 2, which, oh boy, this guy, he has not gotten any better when it comes to his nervousness. I mean, I appreciate his honesty. He really seems like he really wants to sell you a game, proud to be, a part of the development team of. And I'm really happy he's, making a sequel that he probably wanted to make. But at the same time, yeah, he was really nervous. It was kind of nice to see that. It shows that he did have some kind of passion. He was just really happy to be up there. So, it's not a complaint on it. If anything, I actually thought they were better than some of the other people who were on stage who were just faking enthusiasm the entire time. Let's just say this, I'd rather have someone who is enthusiastic yet nervous as hell than someone who is bored as fuck and has no enthusiasm in their voice whatsoever. That's how I feel, and that's how I felt about the people who were selling Unravel 2 and Sea of Solitude. And we did get to see a bit of gameplay from Unravel 2, and apparently it's out now, so, I mean, if you want to play Unravel 2, it's out now. Once again, though, EA kinda... My biggest problem with the conference as a whole was just the filler in it. The amount of filler that was actually there. With the Q&A for Anthem, which really, was it really needed? I mean, yeah, I know some people had questions, but questions could easily be answered by showing us footage. And for a little bit they did. You wanna know what I would have done? Had the Q&A, and then have footage playing in the background while they're talking. Just show the footage and have the audio just, over the footage. You don't even have to have the audio for the game that loud. It could be silent, but if the Q&A has to happen, fine. Just don't have it go on for that long. And they just went on and on and on. It was so boring. It made Anthem look boring, which is a shame because the game does look good. At least I think it does. I also love how they were lying through their thick teeth with moments like this.
Us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better.
Lies! Fucking lies!
Yes, done!
Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give.
Yeah, it's a nice smear campaign, guys. I really appreciate you doing that. Hey, we're supporting this charity, so that means we're a much better company. We're gonna try and be better, and we're gonna do so by showing you that we donated to charity. I'm not even necessarily mad that they showed that at E3. I actually am happy, because that means the charity gets noticed more. But on the other hand, they said this after they said they were going to be better. And it's just like, what, you're trying to guilt trip us into supporting you? That's kind of dirty. Doesn't that seem a bit malicious on the charity's part? Not the charity's part, I should say on EA's part, their handling of the brand, of the name for the charity. That, I don't know, just part of that, the way they did it bothered me. It felt like, see, we can be better, so support our charity, please fucking support us. We want to be good again, please. It was probably unintentional. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it was unintentional, but I can't be too sure of that. I mean, this is EA. You never fucking know. They are one of the shadiest companies. Alright, bear with me for a moment, but I'm trying something new. Hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then I fucked up. I'm gonna try and talk normally here. This actually will be a different location, I hope, later on. Anyway, God, it's finally fucking done! The Forces vlog, at the time of this recording, as far as I know, should be done. The one I promised since like November of last year, and it's finally fucking done. It's finally fucking done. Actually, I'm still in the middle of editing. It's like right out there. I'm still editing it, but it's like 90% done. But it should be done by the time of this recording, so fuck it, I'm keeping it in. This Forces vlog shows that I don't know how to shut the fuck up. You know, Cody, you could have just made it a podcast type video with footage. You don't have to go the extra mile. Yeah, well, maybe I wanted to, you ungrateful jackass. Fuck you.